I really wish there was a video this simple that explained what was going on with the under-slab plumbing so that you can get approved by the city, start building your dream home. Two things you need: your drains need to hold water and your water supply lines need to hold pressure, and that's it. You get your footings in, stem walls then go on after that. Then you have a blank slate that you can start your under-slab plumbing. You want to get your house plans with your measurements, tell you where every drain goes. You can adjust these as you go if you need to, but try to stick with them as best as possible. One of the more critical parts is to make sure your lines are pitched down at least a quarter bubble like that shows there, because poop runs downhill. Beginning stages when you start laying the drains: main line 4 inches is what I did, schedule 40 PVC. You have your branches coming off of that, which all need to pitch toward your main line. You then have your main line that pokes out through the footings. Don't let your concrete guy forget to put a sleeve in your footing so that you can access it. If not, you're going to have to dig under that footing, and that's going to be a big headache. The main line starts to materialize now. That blue line right there is the main water supply line. It's a 1 inch, but check your level. Make sure you're pitching. Make sure you check often. What you want to be careful of is when you get to the end, make sure that your high point of your drain is not going to be higher than your finished concrete work. Make sure your low point, or where your outlet is low enough, because everything after that is going to pitch upward. So your high point's going to end way up there. Make sure it's not too high. You do not want to get to the end of your project and you have to start flattening out the line, and that poop doesn't go where you want it to. Once you start getting things where you like them, you're going to start filling dirt in. You're going to put in anchor points like this right here. That's part of the main line, and we want to make sure that doesn't move the farther we go to the right of that screen. We'll get into what these are, the vents, the P-traps, etc. here in just a second in the video. Their P-traps need to be under showers, tubs. Everything else can be above ground if you choose, but make sure your P-traps for your showers and your tubs are under the slab. Here's an example of a P-trap that will be under the slab. If you forget a P-trap, you are going to have fumes coming into your house, and that's not going to be pleasant. Let me emphasize this again. Whenever you start putting in branches off of your main line, those branches need to pitch toward the bigger line or the main branch, and then that main branch needs to pitch toward the main line. One thing you need to make sure of is that you have plenty of vents. Water has to have air to move, so make sure you don't skimp on the vents. If you have an upper level or ever plan on an attic conversion, make sure you have a 3-inch drain coming up that you can supply that top level. My general sizes: 2-inch for sinks and vents, 3-inch for toilets, 4-inch for the main line. You can always go bigger if you want to. That blue line there is the main water supply line. I had no fittings with my supply lines under the slab. All of my fittings will be in walls, in attics, etc. So I should never have a slab leak. Again, got to reiterate, always check your level every time you go. Every time you do dirt work, check it. You want to end up getting that approval from the city so then you can continue. You're getting very close to concrete work. Before that, sand backfill. So you want to bring in some clean sand, just have it delivered. Most of the time your concrete guy or your flat work guys do this, and it's going to be compacted. If your drains are nice and tight where you like them, and you've done some good backfill on those drains, then once they do the compacting of the sand, everything should stay exactly where it was. And now is when it starts getting really exciting. You start framing and you start building your dream home. Thank you for watching. Check us out on our channel and see you next time.